For years, Floridians have done what's right. We've paid our premiums, invested in our homes, and trusted that the insurance system would protect us in our time of need. Our trust in that system put food on their tables, sent their kids to college, and kept roofs over their heads. But when disaster strikes for us, we get excuses, delays, and denied claims. Insurance companies default to blaming storm surge in order to avoid helping the very customers that have been steadfastly paying them in case of a disaster just like this. When we show them evidence that Taylor County was crushed by Category 4 winds for more than an hour before the storm surge ever rose, they spend the very premiums we've been paying them to hire out-of-state experts to claim that our evidence doesn't outweigh their science. Insurance companies happily took our premiums, but are now telling us to get lost. To Florida's elected leadership, you got our votes and, more importantly, our trust. Please come through for us now when we need you the most.
There you go. We got 3 of the 7, or actually I think 3 of the 8 Radar Omega mesovorts on the bottom of your screen. Again, these are inside of the Radar Omega app if you're a subscriber. So we are going to be having these on screen pretty frequently as this does get closer to landfall, as there will be a lot of impacts, and these are right along the shoreline. So what it looks like right now on radar, Hurricane Helene very close to landfall in the state of Florida, within an hour and a half or so until it makes landfall. Eyewall is starting to come ashore right around Fish Creek, Keaton Beach, and Deckel Beach. So we are starting to see the worst of the impacts starting there. This is a live shot on the mesovort on Radar Omega. Look at the tree starting to sway there on the left. That's the tree. There's also the tree on the right. It's starting to get pretty windy here. Apparently the horseshoe camera is starting to see storm surge. Oh yeah, you can see it now. All right, it's hard to see because it's nighttime, but you can see the storm surge. The water is now almost covering the rock. So that rock is almost covered now by storm surge. Further north to Jenna. Let's see if Jenna's getting it yet. Oh, yeah. Not seeing anything in Jenna yet, but we're getting close. Again, the water's like right about in this line. There's like a rock wall here. So Jenna hasn't seen it yet. So we are just now getting the storm surge. It's kind of coming on the backside, essentially. Still got the one in Steinhatchee and the one just south of that as well. You can barely see anything in Steinhatchee. This is going to be another place where we're watching for storm surge, but it's very windy, very rainy right now. And water is quickly rising here in Horseshoe Beach, Florida. Again, debris. You can see branches going across your screen right there. Part of a tree. You can actually identify that debris right there. Storm surge, by the way, is coming in. This is in Steinhatchee, Florida. Storm surge is now rising. We are starting to see water now rising, so we're going to be keeping a close eye on this camera. The water is coming up now. What's the wind speed? Wind gusts are probably near 150, 160 here would be my guess. The Steinhatchee camera is still up. It is hard to see anything right now, but the storm surge is rising. You can see the water at the bottom of your screen. Storm surge is continuing to rise here. The wind will start to die down here soon. It's a matter of when, because they're going to be inside the eye here pretty soon.
This is an urgent alert. A tornado is on the ground. Seek
going on here? This is storm surge. The water is up to the camera. Look at this. In Steinhatchee, Florida, this is all storm surge. You can see it. The camera keeps getting hit by the water. This is about to go out. It made landfall at about 11:10 p.m. by the way, so it was about 10 minutes ago, but they just officially came out with that update from the National Hurricane Center. It made landfall about 10 miles west-southwest of Perry, Florida. Based on data from the Air Force Renaissance aircraft, maximum sustained winds were near 140 miles per hour, and pressure was at 938 millibars.